Okay, so here we have a drawing of a Komodo Dragon. So the first thing I do is really want to get a good, um, very simplified shape drawing down, starting with the basic shape and line of action, um, and then just building off that shape. So I've got this playing at a faster speed, but so I don't usually draw this fast. So everything has to, you know, come off that shape and have the volumes and form in 3D. So I'm always trying to figure out the volume and how that attaches to the main body shape. And I am, as I'm going along, trying to get the contours of the volume of the form that wrap around the body and how they, here we got the main contours around the belly area, and so I'm looking for the ins and outs of that, how it comes in concave and then back around the shape. Starting to refine some of the outline as well. So I don't immediately pin down the outline straight away when I'm roughing this in. Really start with a rough shape, and then I can start getting in the details of the outline and details of smaller details like the feet, claws, that type of thing. And always adjusting, things to make sure I'm not going off track anywhere. So it's a good time to get everything right at this pencil stage. Now I've got the felt tip pen and just going over my line work, but making sure that I'm still like always referring to the reference and double checking, have I got things right with my rough, where do I need to adjust things, where do I need to move things, and then also trying to simplify the line. I'm not trying to get into too many crazy details, really trying to keep it nice long sweeping lines where possible, and just keeping it simple. Starting with the outline here, the main body and head shape. So as you can see from the scale of the drawing, it's quite small. So these are really like thumbnail studies, so they can be quite simplified. And I think going through a lot of these studies and keeping it simple really helps you to learn how to draw this animal, and how to also focus on the most important lines, simplify those lines, and stay away from superfluous detail that can just make your drawing busy and not as meaningful. With the felt tip pen, I'm also going over some of the contours and just putting those down as well with a finer touch usually, and making sure that the volume is, the 3D aspect of the drawing is being communicated well. Looking at the shapes, around the form and how they, come out wider, then in and tuck under, and then back out again. So all that's really important for communicating a 3D form. Here's a quick outline of the shadow, cast shadow of the lizard on the ground. There's quite a rough ground of small rocks, like on a riverside or something. So it's pretty, it's pretty haphazard, and you don't see all the details of the feet because some of the toes might be in under some of the rocks. There's a lot of foreshortening there on the tail, so you can definitely watch things like that. Make sure that you have overlapping of the body shape, with the tail behind, and the tail is a lot smaller than the body, because of the perspective. So it's always really important to watch that perspective and overlapping. So now I can get rid of the pencil rough underneath, and I'm just going in now to outline where the shadow is falling on the body of the lizard. So that'll become the form shadow, or the edge of the shadow. And adding in some details along the way as well, but not trying to get too detailed at all with this one. It's really a quick, simple thumbnail sketch, really. Study. I'm just using a number 3 marker here on the tone paper, and with the tone paper I always make sure I've got a page of loose paper underneath to catch any bleeding that goes through the paper, because this paper does bleed a bit. So it's really, just one value and a one value shadow, not getting into, other values with this one. Just a simple division between the light and shadow will give it form to the shape.